Hi, welcome to Zydoxa. We upload 3 videos a week, so please subscribe so you don't miss any. Today, we're looking at the 1994 Formula 1 crash that ended the life of championship driver Ayrton Senna. Ayrton Senna da Silva, known just as Ayrton Senna, was born 21st of March 1960 in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and was just 34 years old when he died. Senna started racing go-karts at the age of 13 with a homemade go-kart that his dad made out of an old lawnmower, and worked his way up to driving Formula 1 in 1984 at the age of 24. Senna's Formula 1 career started by driving for Toleman, debuting at the Brazilian Grand Prix. During this rookie season, Senna had several podium finishes, which drew the attention of the Lotus team. So in 1985, he moved to Lotus to replace Nigel Mansell. Senna stayed with Lotus until he signed for McLaren in 1988. Under McLaren, he had many wins and podium finishes, and then signed for Williams in 1994. It was during the 1994 San Marino Grand Prix at Imola, Italy, that whilst driving the Williams FW16 and leading the race, Ayrton Senna crashed and died. The 1994 San Marino Grand Prix was held between the 28th of April and the 1st of May 1994 and was plagued with a string of accidents. One of those accidents was a crash during the qualifying session, which resulted in the death of Simtac team driver Roland Ratzenberger. It is reported that Senna was deeply disturbed by all the crashes, and on the morning of the crash, he spoke to retired driver Alan Prost about re-establishing the Grand Prix Drivers Association to organise for driver safety. He also said he was worried about the race. He did not feel optimistic at all about the upcoming race. It was on lap 7 that Senna fatally crashed at high speed at the Tamburello corner. He was airlifted to hospital where he was pronounced dead at 6:40 p.m. However, his official time of death is stated as 2:17 p.m, which was the time of the crash. The hospital's head emergency medicine stated at the time that Senna had sustained fatal skull fractures, brain injuries, and a ruptured femoral artery, and that any of these injuries would have killed him. The main focus of the cause of the crash was on Senna's steering column, which broke during the crash and impaled his skull. The night before the crash, Senna had asked for his steering wheel to be adjusted. However, there wasn't enough time to build a new steering column, so Team Williams welded together different parts to extend the existing steering column. In court, it was argued by Williams that the crash broke the steering column. However, in 2005, the courts found that the steering column was poorly modified and that its breakage on the track caused the crash, with Imola circuit also being in poor condition. Ayrton Senna's body lay in state in Sao Paulo, Brazil, before having a state funeral on the 5th of May 1994. It's believed over 1 million people attended the funeral. He remains a Brazilian cultural icon and a national hero in Brazil. Towards the end of his career, Senna occupied his time with the dangers of Formula 1 sport and advocated for many safety reforms. And as a result of this, and his crash, Formula One enacted a variety of safety improvements, such as improved crash barriers, use of computer analysis to identify dangerous corners in need of redesign, a reduction of speed limit in the pit lane, stricter standards for helmet design, and many more. Also in 1995, the Tamburello corner and other parts of the Imola circuit were altered. These changes continue to this day and resulted in 21 years before anyone else died in a Formula One race. Ayrton Senna's legacy will continue to live on in Formula One drivers and Formula One fans' hearts for many years to come, and will always be remembered as the world's greatest wet driving performance and one of the world's greatest ever Formula One drivers. Ayrton Senna, always a legend. Let me know what you think of Ayrton Senna in the comments. Are you a Formula One fan? Do you remember this crash? I remember it being on the news. This is not an AI channel. I do all the work myself, so please support the channel by liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me in the next video. Bye for now.